Hello everyone, Christine with Pattern Crafts here, and today I am going to be making a card using this stamp set from Newton's Nook called Cozy Campers. This stamp set includes 3 sentiments, 2 campers, a little like table arrangement, a little heart, a flower, and a flamingo. So to start today's card, I'm going to go ahead and stamp all of the images on a piece of 100-pound white cardstock. I have a ton of this cardstock. It's not the best. I would never buy it again, but we're going to use it up. So I'm stamping the images with some Gina K Amalgam ink. This is in jet black. This ink is supposed to be Copic friendly, so we're going to go ahead and stamp these images. This is the first time I'm using it, but I am going to kind of put them aside and let it dry a minute or two before I actually color on it. I'm going to go ahead and get my card base scored because I'm going to be die cutting this oval. It's like a scalloped oval from the center of the card base, and behind that I'm going to kind of put a scene. So grabbing my Cuttlebug, we're going to go ahead and just die cut this scalloped oval, and then we're going to kind of put that aside for just a few minutes. So for the piece behind it, I am using a rectangle die, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut 2 pieces out, one for this part and one for the inside panel that you can write your sentiment. I did use some circle there, like a pencil, to just kind of go around the circle so I knew where my scene is going to show through that window. I'm using the sentiment that says, "You make me a happy camper," using some sticky clear ink here to do some heat embossing, and using this charcoal embossing powder, and I'm going to go ahead and heat set that. Going to do some distress oxides that I'll be using to make some clouds, and then I'm going to be adding some grassy pieces on there. I apologize that that part did not get filmed. I did not realize that I was not recording when I did that. So this is the end result of using the Tumbled glass distress oxide ink for those clouds. I used a cloud stencil right over that embossed sentiment, and then I used a Grassy borders die to cut out some various little grassy pieces that I layered. I do try to put this on the inside, and I will realize that I need another little piece of grass, otherwise the bottom part of this oval is going to be white, and I don't want that. So just adding another piece of grass, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere that with some foam tape to my card base so that it shows through the front like that. So some very quick coloring. This is sped up 8 times of just one camper. I do color all the images, but I'm only showing you this one camper. So when I first started coloring this image, it was not going to have any shading. So I'm just kind of grabbing some grays for my camper and then just some bright colors to brighten it up with the curtains and the little heart and the banner. And then I'm adding some yellow to look like there's lights shining on the inside. But after it's done, I decide I'm going to just go in and add just a little bit of shading. Mostly this was just to kind of save on time, because you can, once you start getting into shading, you can spend a really long time doing it, or you can do it like me and it'll be super fast today. So once that is all done, I finished coloring the images. I am going to run that through my scan and cut out all of those images. So I am going to be using the bigger of the 2 campers on the front. And also on the front, I'll be adding the table and chairs and a flamingo, because what campsite is not complete without a little flamingo, right? So we're going to put him right there in the grass. The other camper I will save for another day, adding a couple hearts, actually 3 of them, to the top space so it didn't look so empty. But that's it. If you liked today's card, please give this video a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button. But until next time, bye.